Okay, let's see that Jenny is there. Now we don't have. Oh, hi, here now. Hi Jenny. This is. We're just sitting in the kitchen. Yeah, that's right. This is Valentina, and Dennis is here. Hi, Dennis.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
I'm really very thin, but this camera is really
Yeah,
big.
yeah. He's right. Okay, so what we're doing now is just, it's just more helpful than me listening and writing and then you rewrite it. So just, just listen. I mean, hear it directly from Valentina. Um, we'll start maybe with the plenum.
Plenum, okay.
Plenum is another word for assembly, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
the idea is having an open physical assembly forum
Yeah.
where ordinary citizens can come and bring their proposal, how to go out from the crisis, what they want, and to start a dialogue. And so today the idea was, we read the rules, how it works, we read the how you say, the agenda, and we got it approval, and then we went to discuss the proposal, the suggestion that the people had, and the demand, and then we were supposed to have at the end how to continue, which group, but we never reached this. The space where we organize this is inside the campus, but it's a radio and a cafe managed by a radio student radio. And they were the only one that were willing to give us the space. We chose this space, even if it was small, the closed space, because in front there is a big open space, a big, let's say, park.
Yeah, but it was raining outside.
Yes, but we have still not control on weather.
That's right.
And the idea, so when we started, we were supposed to start at 5:30. It was full of people, and there were a lot of provocators. It was a part of the press, and the people were angry, so they were eager to start to talk, to have finally the possibility not only to walk down the street and block the street, but to say what mattered to them. But there were a lot of people sent there to provoke. We had our people, to control the entrance, but it was overwhelming.
I also saw that the police was well deployed in all the area, also because it's close to the embassy of the United States,
Yes.
but I guess not only because of that.
No, this morning 5 of us went to the police to inform them about the event.
Yeah.
If something would ever go wrong, the 5 of us would probably be prosecuted. The police, usually you have a certain deadline, but since everything is out, it's how you say, it's exceptional, so they came. It is possible that the fact that, in these days, the situation from, let's say, calm down, but we are under a heavy propaganda attack. Today there were information that there were another 4 plenum, just to try to divert people not to come and to delegitimize this plenum, because this plenum, it's the voluntary effort of, 15, 20 people that just volunteer to make it happen, to open the space, and then, we don't have to continue. So this is all our fight. We wanted just to open the space. My perception, we had a lot of demand. People know what they want. Some demands are, the ones that you probably need 5 years to implement, but there are also concrete demands. Because it was so many people start writing. Someone had already brought something typed, something where someone was handwriting to bring the demand. What we decided, because we didn't want that, it was escalating. People were provoking, constantly trying to accusing other people of doing blah, blah, blah. So what we said after, I think, 45 minutes more, it seems that lost forever, since ever, we said that the plenum will be stopped and will happen on Friday in a bigger space. The person named the space, but we have to see. It's not a final decision. What is clear, that there were 1,000 people, almost 1,000 people ready to talk, to discuss. So, for me, This is a miracle. Nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
People was wait under the rain. They couldn't hear very well, and I'm really sorry because it was bigger than us.
Yeah, although you put some speakers outside.
Yes, we put the speakers outside. We did the streaming. What is good that there is the streaming, so people can hear. The streaming, of course, in local language. It was video and audio, but the people could hear. And the streaming is already shared.
Oh.
And for the first time, some of this media that were boycotting us heavily had started to show.
Yeah, I saw some
Yeah.
media there, and I saw
Yes.
you giving an interview at the end.
At
and-
the end, I gave a lot of statements because we had to say something. We didn't want that they spin. I don't know if what we have said had been reported truthfully or if it had been cut. But we are working against a heavy propaganda. The system is against, because this small group of people has no. We are nobodies. We are activists, but we are nobodies. We are people that do work, research, writing, journalists. But we are, if we talk about, powers, we are nobody. We are not decision makers. We are just citizens, people that live here, and we think that the citizen they have demand and have the right. And all this establishment,
Yeah.
it's
So could you say something about the atmosphere? Maybe not the atmosphere. I mean, the some of the demands or what?
the demand were. One girl says, I don't want to, those demands are there.
Yeah.
We said when we promised to the people that we will combine all together, we will publish, and then we will go back to the people during the plenum. We don't want to make it.
So maybe
but
just
there
a taste,
yes,
so
there were people who said that we don't need a new election, but we need this government or to work for half of the money or for nothing, just for free, because they have earned and robbed enough. Just until people can bring expertise and people that can make things right.
Yeah, I saw today on the gathering in front of the presidential building. There were a few people carrying a sign with 7 demands, and one of the demands was government of professionals. The other one was, I think, that the salary of the politicians
Yes, they
will
have to be equal or at the average as the salary of the citizens.
Yeah.
At the moment
or
they are
maximum
10.
2 times
Yes,
more.
they are at the moment 10 times and even more
Okay.
than the average salary.
Yeah.
So what is clear that the people are angry and fed up with this political class. They do not trust them. They do not think that they will do anything at all to change or to adjust things at each level. In Sarajevo, the plenum is different. In the other town, it's a plenum about the canton. In Sarajevo, it's a plenum about the level of the canton, which is like a region, the macro region, the level of the federation, which is the entity, Bosnia-Herzegovina is 2 entities, the level of the state. So people they are angry on 3 different political levels, but more than everything else, people were asking for social justice. People want jobs, opportunity,
and also
transparency.
health insurances for everybody.
There are a lot of social demands. People ask for making the privatization once for all in a transparent, correct way. People were asking for social benefit for the categories that are most at the threat. People that are pension that are minimal, women that has nothing. I mean, they were really social demand. It was not, and there were of course demagogy from people that wanted just to spin and to make people, thinking high without possibility of being concrete. But there have been a lot of concrete demand. That's why we need now to see it, to combine all of that. But I'm proud of Sarajevo tonight because nothing happened, and there is no police, there is no security that control. Only citizen didn't allow to be provoked. I'm really proud of being
Yeah, and I must say that when I sat in the cafe in the main street that is leading to that campus, I just saw a stream of people, walking on the way to the meeting, to the plenum. It was really nice to see that they,
Yes, I mean, when Tuzla started with the forum, in the beginning there were 7, and then they were growing up, and now there are 700. This was the first plenum of Sarajevo. We had we have 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So means people want change. They want change.
Yeah.
And we will be, of course, we will be accused. I will be accused of being a foreigner.
Yeah, I saw something today. I mean, I didn't understand the language, but I heard the word Italian or something like
Yes,
that.
I will be accused to be a foreigner. What are you doing here? I mean, what I'm doing here, I live here, my children are born here, my partner is from here, I pay, I work here, I pay my taxes, I have the right to be here.
Yeah.
So that's it. But it's a spin. Svetlana, which was the woman that these days went on television to explain, today during the local cantonal assembly, one person lies and says that her father is one of the founders of the Karadzic party, just to make people against. And it's a lie, a total lie.
Yeah.
So we are respecting all this kind of propaganda, all this kind of accusation. But we are nobody. So, I mean, we can be just, somebody can like us, some can dislike us, but we don't have anything to hide.
Yeah. So I try to understand, to understand, I mean, you know, in some other places that we covered, it was the masses in the streets, okay?
Yes.
And here it's not that, you know, the whole city or the whole country is in the streets, but still, you know, in closed room, in closed spaces, I mean, things are happening, it seems. I mean, you know.
I think that, you know, after after the 76, when everything, you know, burned out, after the violence that had been on the street, people got scared. We had a completely media blockage, where it was just the media would show 2 minutes of people in the street and then will give half an hour to the politician to explain that those vandals, those hooligans, or yes, still the citizens are right, but, and then they will say, we were saying this, we were expecting this, we are going here, we are here for the dialogue, we will change. There is always a they in Bosnia, someone else is responsible.
Yeah.
So it was a systematic brainwash. And it took 2 days for people to understand that it's not like this. And to have thousands of people that protest every day and that are ready to talk with their name. People today introduce themselves with name and last name, who they are, where they work, where they don't work. So it means 1,000 people that are ready to stand, not in the masses, but with their name. I think this is amazing.
Yeah. And also I understand that there are some how do you call it? Like the protest is kind of starting to spread into the neighboring countries.
Yes,
well.
yes. There are support from Serbia, from Croatia, in different towns.
There was a support protest in Belgrade.
Yes, in Belgrade, in Zagreb, I think in Rijeka, another town in Croatia. And what is interesting, they are supporting us, and they are also contesting their politician and their system.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. And you mentioned before some internet obstacles that the government had started to.
Yes, whoever was protest.ba, which is a blogger site, and was from the beginning, since the beginning, providing information showing which were the requests, not only in Tuzla but also in Sarajevo. They had been for 3 days under the OS attack. 3 days.
Yes.
The media center, which is a media organization that talk about, how to train journalists, media law, and all this stuff, because the director, that was the Today moderator, when he wrote how media is badly behaving, doing propaganda, naming each and every media, their site went down. So today, our Twitter, which had probably, I don't know, less than 15 hours live, received probably tons of requests to be as a spam, so it was blocked. And since I didn't have time to rescue it, I decided to tweet by myself, being myself, anyone. I mean, police know my name, people know my face, so we tweeted.
Yeah.
The site was also down, now it's back. So there are a lot, you cannot talk. In a way or another, they want to just close down. So tonight we will have here and there some places, some spaces in the media. How they will contextualize, we don't know.
Yeah.
What is important today, that the major intellectual of the world, from Naomi Klein to thousands of other and local ones like Jasmila Zbanic, they stand with the citizens. They say that the citizens are right, that these protests are right, I think that is possible also to find in English, but we'll look for it. So the intellectual of the world recognize the demand of the citizens. Just the politicians, and what is important that the other power structure, the politician, European and all the other, talk with the citizens. Today, Turkey came here in visit and they were talking with all these politicians. I don't know each other. Comes, people from other state, from Serbia, from Croatia, from Turkey, and they talk with the politician. They don't talk.
By the way, I'm sure that if the people, if the government of Turkey came here, it's not for good. I mean, they're probably.
They came to show their solidarity. Each and every government.
With whom? With the
one
government.
part of the government of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yes.
Yeah, not with the citizens.
No,
that's what I meant, because they're oppressing their own citizens.
That's why we say, except for intellectuals, from people that understand, the system is against.
Yeah, including the EU, right? I mean, people were expressing some anger against the EU today, also in the gathering, in front of the presidential building.
The international community have here a huge, presence, less than before, and responsibility. But people are angry because say, okay, you just declaratively, formally, you are for democracy, human rights, but then you continue to negotiate, to talk with them, to legitimize this class, and instead to support openly, to recognize and to understand that those people has to go home.
Yeah, they actually want to preserve the well-known order. They don't want to change it. I mean,
it's the real politics. You choose one strong person and a powerful one, and you talk with that person. This is what happened before during the war with the presidents from Serbia, Milosevic, from Croatia, Tudjman, the one from inside Bosnia and Herzegovina. Those three people. Three persons became the representative, the guarantor, and that brought us to Dayton.
Yeah. Jenny is asking, from Revolutionist, she's asking if the website name that is under the attack for 3 days is protest.ba?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one, Jenny.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else that you want to ask, or you want to...
Just give us our Twitter, our Facebook. We need to have contact. At this moment, our real support comes from outside, from all the solidarity groups, because they keep open the communication channel. They help us to tell the story, and it's really important for us to tell the story and to keep. There are so many protests in the world, but I think that from a symbolic point of view, what happened today in Sarajevo, it's a miracle.
Yeah. And Jenny is asking, can we get put in contact with people who work on that site to offer our help?
Yes. We will. I would be very happy.
So we'll see how we do that, Jenny. We'll find a way.
Yes. We need help. We need support.
Okay.
Because there are so many plenums in Bosnia that are just popped up.
Yeah. Do you know maybe to tell in few sentences about other cities?
Tuzla has a plenum. And they want like a technical government, and there are other requests. Bugojno, Mostar met tonight. There were 200 people. I don't know. I don't have still the discussion. Bihać have a plenum. Zenica have a plenum. Requests are different. They are all around. Transparency, corruption, those people home, technical government, and social demand.
And how is the communication goes? I mean, between all those plenum and groups.
For now, there is a lot of telephone message back and forth. Each of these groups, there is this this page that has more than 15,000 people. I think it's
you mean on Facebook?
Yes, it's a Facebook page where that was the first one created in Tuzla, where all people goes. Tuzla created its own website to have an official channel of communication and part social network. We have our website. For the other, I really need to verify. So for now, there is a lot of informal communication through telephone and social network.
No, I'm asking because usually, you know, if the government wants to conquer and rule, what they usually do is they try to target or to disturb this communication, you know.
Yes,
to,
yes, we are aware. And in the same time, you know, when you have so many people's skills, and the most used the network in Bosnia and Herzegovina is Facebook. Twitter is just on the rise, and now people are because they realize, for example, during all these days, that Twitter is more open, it's fast, and so a lot of new people are coming to Twitter. But Facebook is there. If you want to talk with the masses in Bosnia and Herzegovina, it's Facebook. I mean, talking about social network, not having our own television, you know, that we can go and put content whatever we want, whenever we want.
Yeah.
And we need a strategy, yes, I know, but those, I mean, the mission of this small group of people is not to bring the things to an end, just to open up the space so that people can come, people that want to continuously can name themselves, and we can provide, and we, the plan can decide who will do what.
Yeah, and I would suggest, you know, from my experience, I mean, usually, I mean, in every new struggle, I think it's really crucial to be in touch with other communities. Like, for example, when there was the struggle in Turkey, you know, they were in good touch with the people from Greece and the people from Spain and the people from Wall Street in the United States. I mean, it was really helpful because some of the things that are very new to you, I mean, they already are experienced how to deal with all the manipulation and all this stuff.
Yes, we are aware of this. It's just that, you know, we need to build up, we need to be more
sure,
people,
sure.
more energy, but definitely. Because I think that also, and Sarajevo and Tuzla got inspired by other form of resistance, Occupy. Occupy, maybe not, the people maybe they will not call or say that they are inspired, but this is the model.
Yeah, the philosophy.
People from, you know, the grassroots want to want justice.
The idea of we are the people, we are the
Yes,
majority,
yes.
we are the 99%.
And we know we know to think, we know to ask, we know to do things.
Yeah. Okay, Jenny was writing. I hope I'm understanding it right, Jenny. We can offer them a place to put the media. I don't know what you mean, Jenny. What does it mean to put the media? Probably
Like a video and all this stuff.
Yeah, she's. You can also write to me and we'll check it later.
Yes.
So I think we'll close it now. It's enough. I mean, and yeah, I think you got the information. Unless you have another question, Jenny, just write it down. If not, we'll close it. Dennis, you want to say something? Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers for the revolution. Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's the kitchen. At least in my country, the governments, at least in the past, you know, the main, you know, there was one Prime Minister, Golda Meir, in the 70s, and she was, you know, she was assembling the cabinet, the emergency cabinet, always in her kitchen, you know, cooking and taking the most important decisions in the kitchen. So I'm not comparing because, of course.
And during the forum, a lot of people approached us saying, we are a group of 200, we are a group of 20, we were on the street every day, we know what they want, how we can contact us. And that's what will happen now. So what is important is that there are people that want to do things, and they're ready to engage. They didn't come just to say, you know, we give you our request and then you do the job. No, they want to get engaged. They want to do the things because they know that they have people. Someone says, it's not me, but I have these 20 people. They are ready. We talk. We have the list. How we can deliver you the list with the request so that you can talk with these people so that they can get engaged.
Yep. Okay. So thanks for you. Thanks for you guys in the States. And yeah, the revolution goes on. Bye-bye.
Yes, this was the day we fight back.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yalla. Bye-bye.
So